In this lesson, we're going to be starting our discussion about drawing external tangents that are lines to circles. In the first type of situation, we have two circles that have the same radius and are separated by a certain distance. These two circles are not on the same line. You notice there's a 75mm distance between them horizontally, and then we have a 25mm difference vertically. So in this case, what we need to do is draw the center points for the circles separately. For the first circle, we can put it somewhere here. Notice I've extended this line. Let's refer to this point as A. The other center point is 75mm to the right of A. So I can mark like that. At this point, which is B, I'm going to mark 25mm upwards. So what I'll do is get my T-square, place my set square like that. Then I'll measure 25mm, which is the vertical distance at which that other center is. We can call this point C. What you must notice is to draw my horizontal lines, I'm using a T-square. So I made sure I set up the paper well so that all my lines can be parallel to each other. Now at A and at C, I'm going to draw my circle of radius 25mm. I first mark it just in construction like that, the same as for C. Then I'm going to join point A and C. After joining these, I bisect the distance AC. Now I have a point I can call X. I place my compass at X, then open to A or C. Either of the points should do the job. Just verify that you have placed your compass well before drawing. After I have that semicircle, and I'm now going to construct a 90-degree angle at C and at A. If constructing angles is not very easy for you, make sure you watch the videos about angles and you'll be okay with constructing the 90-degree angle. This 90-degree angle that I've just made has helped me have a normal. So this line I'm just from drawing is the normal, so is this other one. Then at that point, that's where my tangent is going to pass through. Next, I outline my circles. This is how we can draw an external tangent when we have two circles of the same radius. Now, what I want you to notice about this method is how when constructing our normal, we are just simply kind of making a tangent to this semicircle. Next, we're going to be drawing an external tangent when the circles that we're drawing a tangent to don't have the same radius. The first circle is having a radius of 35mm, while the second one has a radius of 15mm. The two circles that we're going to be drawing a tangent to are 100mm apart. This time they lie on the same line, The first thing is drawing a construction line. On this construction line, our first step is marking the separation distance, which is 100 millimeters. And this distance is actually helping us. These are the centers of the circles. We can say this is A and this other point is B. At A, let's draw the circle with a radius of 35 millimeters. At B, let's draw the circle with radius 15 millimeters. As you can see, there's a significant difference in the radius of circle at A and the circle at B. The procedure is as follows. After you've drawn the circles, you're going to get the radius of the smaller circle and subtract it from the radius of the bigger circle. Mathematically, that's just 35 minus 15. However, instead of doing the calculation mathematically, you can just pick the 15 and then come to this point where this circle cuts the line joining the two centers of the circles. Then you mark a point like that. We can refer to this point as 1. Standing at A, we're going to open our compass to point 1. And then we're going to mark an arc like that. By doing that, we have subtracted 15 from 35. Next, we're going to bisect AB. Usually, it's better that you start with the bisection, then you do the subtraction that we were just from doing. We stand at point X and open to A or B. We draw a semicircle like this, and then we look for a special intersection, the intersection of this arc and our semicircle. We can call this point 2. We draw a line from A passing through point 2, cutting this circle, the bigger one. And now we are just from drawing the normal. After drawing this normal, what we need to do is draw a parallel line to this normal at B. Instead of using a radius, the best to do here is just slide your set squares. What you have to do is place your set squares like this. What I'm doing here is aligning my set square such that one of its edge is in line with the normal that we're just from making. And then I can slide it towards B. Most of the times you encounter this problem where your set square is big and it will hit a clip or it won't just reach B. Sometimes you just have to drop your set square a bit and then align it once more. Try sliding and seeing if now you can place that set square at B. If possible, you're going to draw that parallel line that we need. Now, we have a normal for the bigger circle and a normal for the smaller circle. As you already guessed, these points here are points of tangency. At the points of tangency, we're going to draw our tangent. Then we're going to outline our circles. Just like that, we have drawn an external tangent when we have two circles that have a different radius.